Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here. We are live, and I hope we got enough bandwidth today. Everybody know what bandwidth means. And today we're going to be interviewing, not actually interviewing because I don't have Dorothy online right now, but we're going to try to get her in a few minutes. But let me begin with sharing. Let's see if my video's ready for you all. It's still coming in, so I'm going to give you a little bit of an update here. Um, the Canna news of the week is that the scheduling for hemp is still in question, and there's many people that are lobbying to not do it and to do it. And Chris Boucher, um, who comes on periodically to tell us the hemp story, um, is our master. And he says it's kind of messed up because he's got a hemp business that he serves food with. I mean, he makes a CBDA drink powder, and it's phenomenal. I don't have his. Well, let's see. Maybe I can um, get a picture of his Justiva. So Justiva is a cold pressed hemp food raw leaf juice powder, and I'll copy this photograph so you can see exactly what I'm talking about and why it's so important that the government and the feds get their act together. And does it look like we froze? We did freeze for a second. So, like I said, I hope we have bandwidth today. And it's Jeff Eichen here with my new glasses, and I feel good. My Miha stayed over today, last night, and so that's all I know. And the trick is here to incredibly have empathy for. We have pictures of Russell here, who claims that without 420 and cannabinoids, he'd be sunk, and he's going through all of this emotional time of stress, and the cannabinoids help in restoring your body, and it helps in making you calm and collective. So he loves that, and he's here on our front page, or waiting for our promo to download a little bit more about uh, the hemp bill. So let me see if I can go to my beautiful software here, and let's see if I can upload an image for you here. We'll try to get that image here of the Justiva. So boom, boom. If you were a screenshot, what would you be? I have so many screenshots from today, and it's very difficult to organize things when you don't have it on date modified. So today's idea of sharing with you, let's see where I can find my Justiva. The essence of being, I put it in the right folder. Let's see where we're going with this. So, Justiva. So it's a really incredible hemp product, Justiva. It's Zen focused, mind supported CBDA Chris claims that CBDA is 300 times more bioavailable to the body, which will give you the benefits of CBD, but in a factor. He freeze dries it from the leaf, and he said it's 3 times more bioavailable than CBD itself. And so that's pretty cool. So you can go to justiva.com and find his incredible gifted um, leaf product. And it's really unfortunate that the United States government has a bill that will not allow, well, will change from 0.02 to 0.04 or 3 or 5 or 10. Whatever it is, it's really incredible that this is going on in our day and time when there's still prisoners in jail for marijuana, and it's legal, and it's now Schedule 3. What the heck is going on here, everybody? So I'm gonna come back to you all here and tell you that it's messed up. It's messed up that we have to go through this, and we have to be patient. We've been patient for 30 years or more. Actually, marijuana has been illegal for almost 100 years, and maybe even more. I think it was 1927 when cannabis was become illegal, and then some countries would kill you if you had marijuana, you spoke about it or whatever. So just go figure how murder gets 14 years on probation with good behavior. I mean, it's just unfreaking believable. I can't believe that we're still in this world of, you know, of exporting my file here. So we're trying to export this file here. Maybe I'll show it from the browser here pretty soon. But I'm really excited to tell the story about Dorothy McGaines. Let me read her story to you here, y'all. So it says here, "Good morning, family," from Dorothy McGaines. "I'm quite disturbed, not so much about the federal sentencing that is happening in Mobile this week. My phone has been ringing. My inbox is piled with questions. What disturbs me the most is people not having the knowledge of how this system works. As a woman that lived it, I vowed to make women and men aware of it. I didn't know anything about the system. When I got trapped, the word conspiracy sends me into a rage. And when I hear it, conspiracy carries a critical weapon. It is having the knowledge of this alone can land you in prison. So, 26 years ago, after I was released from a 20-year sentence, I vowed to go around the world with women and men and children and aware of how easy it is to go to prison. I never sold nor used drugs. The keyword conspiracy gave me the time. The government said I had snitches trying to get a time. Cut my case was clean as the Bible, only to get no reduction. Fought in my case, a pencil and a paper and media, so I don't be alarmed about the young lady getting life. This has been happening in Mobile. Again, I say that I start reading, watching TV, and please go watch Guilt by Association. That comes on Tubi, is to be watched. That a snitch came out in 1997 on PBS on Frontline. This case featured when it was around the world because I went and I vowed to the world to know what was done to me. I wasn't talking about it, lying. My dear judge that I loved and attended to his funeral, Judge Alex Howard, people ask me, how do you love a judge that gave you 20 years? Don't understand the laws. That's why they ask. Judges have no direction. Those prosecutors base your case on lies and hearsay that's given to them by the FBI that works the case. I've testified before Sentencing Commission and Congress. I've testified to change these laws. The Justice Department in D.C., the Queen of England sent a BBC reporters to see me in prison and Florida on how the United States sends women and men to prison on hearsay. I've been in every magazine. Thank God because of media, coalition of preachers around the world. It was about 3 ministers from Mobile. My story gave some $1 million attorneys that took my case pro bono. So you've got to fight for your freedom. Don't go to prison getting comfortable with my kids needed me. Back to why I love the judge. He helped, fought for my friends for freedom. He sent a FedEx letter to the Attorney General, Eric Holder, and President Clinton saying, I need to be free. Got a chance to go and tell my judge thanks before he owed that to the judge. President Clinton, I've talked to him several times by phone and visit him, was so, and I was so pleased to learn about this draconian law before getting caught up. Please be aware of this. Watch the movie Canna. Remember also, no age matters to the feds. Blind, cripple, they do not care. They will lock you up. The things I experience is unheard of, off again. And thank God for the Queen of England and Princess of Diana's sons for helping me to free me from England. Also, I give thanks to Maury Povich, Montel Williams, and many others that have given me a platform to tell my story. Some that I was afraid to fly around during the 9/11 time. Also, look at the picture on the gallery of the entire family. The feds got that the privilege of being with while I was incarcerated, grandma, daughter, and granddaughter, and sons. To them, all was locked up. Also, you want to know that I went to Senator Jeff Sessions' office in Washington and had a meeting with him to reduce the crack penalty. So thank him for his work and the work that you can set back and let it happen. My word to Congress and to the Sentencing Commission, if you buy a chicken and cook it different ways, baked, fried, barbecue, at the end, it's all still chicken. Why the penalty for crack is different from powder. Crack should be less penalty and less potent. It is because who uses it. the drug is to the drug also. So whether we're talking about crack or marijuana, it doesn't matter. I mean, in theory, drugs are not to be taken lightly, but what is a drug? What, you know, why are we in this? Let's take a look at Dorothy's photographs. They're at the end of the intro. So I have the intro all queued up here. Let's see if I can make this happen, everybody. So,
recording in progress.
So let's see here. If we go to StreamYard and we share our screen with you all here. I'm behind the scenes for a second here. Let's see if I can get a video file. Everybody, it's Jeff Eichen, and Edwin and other prisoners are still in jail. We have to do the concert and stop the oligarchies from fucking things up. Bada bang, bada bang. How's everybody doing today? It's Weeds Day, and
with love, where there might have been fear. Touching each other with love, where there might have been fear. And knowing that we are always in the center with our power of creation, ready to create the next thing together. And with that, we look to all the directions with gratitude and sharing our spirit for whatever is needed for the whole. We look to Mother Earth, say thank you. To Father Sky, say thank you. To the North, say thank you. To the West, say thank you. To the South, say thank you. To the East, say thank you. To all that we are and all that we are part of. Aho.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. It's been another beautiful day, and I feel so grateful.
Namaste all.
Namaste.
Hey y'all, just got out of surgery. Good news is no cancer, no ulcers. The box was on top of my stomach and I thought I was having heartburn, so I took way too much baking soda. It caused me to have a lot of problems. Plus I had a stroke. The good news is this is fine. We're going to deal with the stroke. I got my lovely wife here. We're going to continue to document this. Hopefully everything's going to go good. ¿Sí, amor? Ándale pues, mi amor. Te amo. Hey, y'all. Just got out of surgery.
hi everybody, it's Jeff Eichen, and Edwin and other prisoners are still in jail. We have to do the concert and stop the oligarchies from fucking things up. Hi everybody, it's Jeff here at the Oakland Coliseum, and we're doing a walkthrough with Gretchen today, and it's going to be great to have a concert for the prisoners, 420 Relief, and we're really excited that we're part of this movement to help prisoners come home for marijuana. Thank you all for joining us and supporting us. We love your sponsorship. Oh yeah, it's going to cost us a pretty penny to get this, but we'll make it at the door. And everybody, we're talking to Gretchen right now, and we're not closing the deal. We're making sure that this is what we want. Okay, so hemp hooray, and That's all I know. And this one's for you, Jack. Error. We're going to help to end prohibition and bring the prisoners home.
President Trump, please release and pardon Edwin Rubis. He is still in prison for a non-vi cannabis crime.
27 down, pain all around. Mama cried alone when they dragged me out of town. Cold nights in the cell, all I heard was them sounds. Lost years, lost blood, still I never back down. Not a snitch, never will be, that's facts. It's buried all my pain, carry scars on my back. Locked down, but my soul's still free. Can't chain a real one, that's the legacy.
Prisoners, free the plant, free the planet, free yourself.
We published in Chronic Magazine this last issue, and that's the OG of the month. And next we have Amy Pova of Can Do Clemency. She's doing a great job to help everybody come home. And welcome guest star Lawrence Cherniak of the Hash Bible, infamous and beautiful. Is all about legacy. I call the people in the industry that are activists and tireless OGs. It's a noun, OG. One involved with like-minded others that provide a level of organization and resources that support much larger and more complex transactions than an individual could achieve. We OGs, a real gangster, is someone who stands up for what we believe in, who fights for what they want, who works relentlessly to reach their goals. A real gangster works with a team to create a network. Some call this organized crime. I call it being a real OG. The real crime is sitting down and standing back and not letting others dictate your world. Let's stand up together and let's grid out the world, because the world we see is a world of equality, prosperity, and connectivity. OGs rise up to the occasion of being the change. If I can hear with Weeds Day.
Cannabis is the greatest plant on this earth, and it should be used properly. And don't believe all that negative propaganda that has been forced upon us over the last 100 years or so.
Pepperay.
This is Tommy Chong for Lifers Madness.
Good afternoon, everybody. Is this thing on? Tap, tap, tap.
Free the prisoners, free the plant, free the planet, free yourself.
We thank the East. We thank the West. We thank the North. And we thank the South. And we also thank the sky and Mother Earth. It is time that we come together, that we change the way that we treat each other, and we get back to our roots. In my lifetime, we will end prohibition, and marijuana will be legal once again and free. Today we honor Dorothy Marie Gaines, a really beautiful and incredible activist, and she's been in the White House, and Bill Clinton gave her pardon, and more is to come, and hopefully she'll call in today. So Dorothy, we love you and we honor you and your walk and your children, and I believe you still have one child still in jail, and nobody should be in jail for marijuana, everybody. So, Dorothy McGaines, we love you. Free the people, free the plant, free yourself. Everybody, let's end prohibition together. Jeff Eichen, episode 324. Let's see if we can find me. There I am. So, yeah, my heart goes out to people like Dorothy and people that are in prison. I mean, can you imagine having your children in prison? Um, Lance Glore was in for almost 10 years, and I was there before he went in on the day that he was sentenced. And so it takes a relentless team. Thank you to Last Prisoner Project, to 40 Tons, to Freedom Grow, and other incredible Drug Policy Alliance, people that are making this aware, and their incredible energy to bring home all of our prisoners and end prohibition. I mean, it's a beautiful plan. We should be able to get this done. Let's see if I can get Dorothy. Dorothy. We're going to see if we can get Dorothy on. If it'll let me call her. So messages, it's not allowing me to call her, everybody, through but Dorothy, we are holding out for you here. See if I can figure out how to get to Dorothy. Let's see, do I have a WhatsApp for Dorothy? Let's look to see if we have a WhatsApp for Dorothy. So we don't have a WhatsApp for Dorothy. Let's see if we have a real phone number for Dorothy. So we don't have a real phone number. Dorothy, we love you and we honor you, and we pray that everything, that your efforts are my efforts, and that we see you at the concert, and that all of you are welcome to join us and support us for the concert. We're taking on millions of dollars to put this concert on. It's a big deal, and I'm going to be making this concert, which is, let's see here if I can shuffle some things around here. It's Relief Aid, everybody. And Relief Aid is the incredible concert series that we're going to do in Portugal. We're going to do it in New York Stadium, JFK Stadium, Wembley. And we're just not going to stop till we do it. And we're going to also combine it with world peace and maybe the next Woodstock. I watched Woodstock the other night. It was so beautiful. When I found out in that movie that Joni Mitchell had her agent said, you can't go to Woodstock, and everybody was there. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, everybody was there, and they went to they were having a concert, or she was hired to do something the following day, so they didn't want to send her there. But she wrote that beautiful song. When we were going to Woodstock, there was 500,000 strong. So just think about it. If we go and we sell T-shirts, and we get the vote out, and we decide to stop this, Ola thing, and people that are just doing the wrong decisions in life, that are running the planet. We can take our concert, which is for the prisoners, a relief awareness aid concert to raise money for the prisoners. If we take that concert and combine it with Joan Baez and Bruce Springsteen, my sweetie and I watched a concert last night, which was beautiful. Bono was on there, Bruce Springsteen was on there, Patti Smith was on there. Just a freaking beautiful concert. If we take that into consideration, we are going to win the war of this concert thing and do the concert and raise enough money to give restitution to these prisoners who have been in jail for 30 years, everybody. So we're gonna party down with that. And I'm just amazed. I'm amazed that that we have to endure this for so long. It's like I said, it's almost been 100 years, which is highly unbelievable and amazing. So thank you everybody for, all the activists that are, we've got Freedom Grow, we've got Last Prisoner Project. They're all doing a wonderful job, but we can't end prohibition. So it's legal, and now that they can study it, where are the funds? The funds are all being directed to hatred and war. And so I was taught to be a love child, and that's where I'm going to stay and help to end prohibition in my lifetime. So it's episode 324. It's Jeff Eichen, and nobody has stepped in yet to the room, but let's see if we can call Chris Boucher. Call Chris Boucher. He'll tell you all about.
Yo, what's happening, dude?
You're live, and we want to know more about CBDA and what's going on that you know about the changes in the government with the hemp law.
Yeah, I'm going to have to call right back. I'm just finishing up somebody right here, right now. I wish I could. Let me, can I call you back?
Yeah, we'll be on for another 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and I love you. Peace out. So everybody, that was Chris Boucher. He's going to call back. Let's see if we can get Vivian. Call Vivian McPeak.
J.E.
Mr. McPeak, we're live on the air, and we wanted to know a little bit more about HempFest and the history of this bummer that we're stuck in. And if you have time, give us 5 minutes of your time.
We're live on the air?
Yeah, we're live, baby.
Okay. Yeah, Seattle Hemp Fest, man. 28 years. Majority of it is the largest annual cannabis polish performed in the world. But it wasn't always only the biggest, it was also the most sophisticated and I think the most socially responsible of any of its kind. And
no one was ever arrested or had an ambulance.
That's not at all. No, both of those are wrong. But there were definitely some people arrested over the 28 years. Bringing 100,000 people every year. So things would happen.
Things get out of hand, right?
But there was never a serious arrest or serious accident or serious injury, right? I mean, there are people that ate too much weed and didn't drink anything or any food that freaked out, and there were a couple like a broken ankle and a lot of sprained ankles and heat stroke and some seizures and things like that. But there was never serious injury, never serious arrest. In the early days, there were some people selling brownies, you know, that got ticked off, or people just doing really stupid stuff like having a pound of weed out on a blanket on the path.
How'd they get through the gate? How'd they get through the gate with that?
Well, I mean, we weren't, you know, searching people as they came in for pounds of weed.
Right. I heard you made friends with the cops over the years.
Well, yeah, initially it started off as an adversarial relationship, but over the years, you know, the police saw that we were like super responsible. We were very seriously dedicated. There's, you know, that we had it wired, and after a while, they came to respect us, you know, and especially the police that we dealt with on the permitting process and during the event and stuff, right? I mean, every cop didn't like us. Some of them, I'm sure, hated to be there. And, you know, I had several cops saying, you know, I've never smoked this much marijuana, you know, secondhand, even when I was in high school. But they became our friends. I mean, it's crazy. It was almost embarrassing how friendly we were with them. And there's a point where they said, look, you know, because we had 100-person trained safety patrol, you know, it was our internal security of all our own volunteers with radios and shirts and stuff.
Right.
And they'd gone through 20 hours of training, nonviolent conflict resolution.
Highly sophisticated,
like
yes.
That. And eventually they said, you know, you guys have it really wired in here, and you guys, you know, are going to get a better response than we are. We're going to be on the perimeter. We have a little camp, you know, and give us one of your radios, put on your security channel. If you need us, call us, and we'll be there, right? But you guys.
So they assisted us, and they assisted.
At one point, you know, Norm Stamper, who had been the chief of police in the early years of HempFest, he spoke from our stage for full legalization, right?
So they assisted us. They assisted us.
Oh, very much so. And we actually would. I don't think any stoners ever accomplished this, but we would before the last maybe 15 years or 10 years. We would meet with several of the police, you know, lieutenants and sergeants, and even the captain once in the West Precinct before the event, 2 weeks before the event. And they had this emergency response bunker, right? This like post 911 downstairs control room with giant videos and, you know, monitors on the walls and piers and all this stuff. And we'd meet down there, and they'd go over our plans, our event plans, and try to help us, you know, fine point things to make it safer, make the flow safer, and for pinch points and and they help us develop our evacuation. We had extensive evacuation plans in the event of an emergency because we were a soft target, you know. And I know, you know, anytime you have 100,000 people in one spot, and there's water and rocks on one side and railroad, you know, train tracks and a fence on the other side, and it's 1.3 miles long. I mean, you could have a real disaster, you know, happen. But anyway, we worked closely with them, you know, and we were as honest as we could be with them. And, you know, and they knew it. And if we said something was going to happen, it happened the way we said it was going to and when it was going to. And if for some reason it wasn't going to happen that way, we'd say, hey, that's not going to happen that way. Here's why. But, you know, we're on it. So they came to like and respect us, you know, and even though they might not have all agreed with us. But the other thing is, that they were there listening to all of our speakers all day. They're listening to all of our thing and watching all these people, 100,000 people smoke weed and nothing bad would happen, right? And in our documentary, No Prison for Pot, they released on our 10th anniversary, there's a sergeant, well, I won't say his name, but he's retired, but there's a sergeant from the Port Police that's there. And he's saying to the person interviewing, well, everybody knows that it all started back with William Hearst in the 30s, you know, he was growing all this, you know, this timber and stuff, and they were against the hemp. And he starts telling the story of prohibition because he knew it, because he had heard it so many years in a row from our stages. So we were like also converting a lot of them, or some of them. I don't know how many, but anyway, yeah. And we, you know, we had our mayor at one point speak, and we had 3 presidential candidates from 3 different political parties speak, and a sitting U.S. congressman and state senator and city council president, and all on our stage, you know, promoting our message, promoting legalization. So I think we played a really important role in Washington State being one of the first 2 states to ever legalize personal use by adults.
So the awareness is the key to this whole thing of getting more people to understand that it's the lesser of the evils. You know, marijuana is safer than alcohol.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I arguably would say it's not evil, but certainly it's the least harmful of the recreational substances that you could choose. And I just want to say my best friend, one of my best friends, Douglas Hyatt, the criminal defense attorney, who was HempFest's criminal defense attorney for basically almost the whole time. He said that the Schedule 3 thing is going to make it impossible for them to re-legalize cannabis, and that somebody's going to put together a lawsuit, and because you can't have the same substance under two different categories, right? And so, since they're making it Schedule 3, that says that actually it does have medical applications, and it's not highly addictive. And based on that, federal prohibition loses all of its legal stability. So he says that we're on our way. It's a matter of time before the whole thing falls because of that schedule change, because that's what it was all based on.
So the schedule change is going to be working against us?
No, it's doing our work for us.
Right. It's increment.
It's all over. It's all over. It's a matter of time now. They screwed up if they, because these red states in particular are trying to criminalize cannabis like they just did in Texas, make THC a felony and stuff again. And he says it's all a house of cards now, that they effed up.
Right. Well, we have Levi in Chronic Magazine this episode, this season.
Oh,
and
Levi, my brother, man, one of the finest people I've ever known.
It just went to press this week, so I'll get you some copies so you can spread out, and we'll get Levi a case of copies. Joe Chronic is very
Is
very.
Levi with you today?
It went out today. It went to press today, and so
I see. He's in the Chronic Magazine.
Yeah, it's in Chronic Magazine. That was I do a seasonal. They come out 4 times a year, and I do a seasonal page, and it's called the OGs of the Season. And you were the first one, and then Levi's number 2, and Amy Povah's number 3.
Yeah, well, cannabis is the chronic tonic, the supersonic tonic for the chronic. Is Levi coming on your show?
I haven't had Levi yet. I'll have you off air. Connect me with Levi.
Let's get him on. We'll both come on, man, and we'll gang up on you.
That'd be great. Well, I had Tommy on today, just on a video that we got together for so many years, to Tommy and I, and so we're going to get Tommy back too. And I remember when you were on once with Tommy with me, and so we have to end this, everybody. But like Amy says, also she's got some workings on inside the White House, and things are going stronger than ever. And there's some surprises, not only, but it's going to happen. And I'm really happy, everybody, that we're talking to Vivian McPeak today from HempFest. 30 years of HempFest before we changed to Schedule 3. And when I was in Peru, I was photographing all these riot policemen, and they were beautiful humans, but they were trapped in a police outfit and getting paid to thug everybody. But I was doing a series of policemen in Peru giving me a peace sign and smiling.
No, brother.
So it's a pleasure to have you, man. I really appreciate you. Peace to you and your lady. And keep an eye on me. I'll give you some new news soon about myself and my partner and Hemp Hooray.
Love you, my brother.
Okay, peace out, everybody. That was Vivian McPeak. Any final words? There you go. That was Vivian McPeak, everybody. So we're not talking to Vivian McPeak anymore, but he was our bro from Another Mo, and so it's just really, like he said, 30 some odd years of fighting the fight, and things seem to be going in a good direction. And so you red states that are voting and to turn back the schedule, forget you. And you blue states that are doing the same thing, forget you. Let's end Prohibition now, everybody. So at the count of three, everybody, give me a big high five, and I will give Vivian McPeak a big old thing here. We'll see if Chris calls back. But the time and the energy of life is due to us waking up and being persistent to say what we need to say. I mean, we didn't win, actually. My shirt is Water for Life, Minnie Wachoni, and that is the Standing Rock. So, we can't turn back once they drill, but we can also stop other things from happening by learning our lessons, okay? What did we learn from Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and why are they still prolificating? Those stupid, incredible, not groundbreaking bombs. They're still making, those incredible bombs that are nuclear or hydrogen or whatever. And there's only one thing that they're used for. That's to scare people. So the scare tactics should not happen. Thank you to Justiva with CBDA today. Thank you to Russell for healing and being a great soul and an advocate for the medicine that's found in this plant. Thank you to Cheech and Chong up there in the corner here. Let's see, right there. And thank you to Relief Aid. We're going to put a concert on no matter what in Oakland Coliseum. We'll begin, and then we'll go to Wembley. 100,000 people, and so we should make enough money at the door, or selling t-shirts, whatever, to pass the word around. I'm coming out with a t-shirt soon with a QR code to vote. So please vote, everybody. Let's see if I can give us a please vote happening here. So we're going to go so please vote. That's the only way we're going to change things and get these people out of office that are being a pest for just hatred. It feels like that way. And I don't like to use the word unless I need to use the word. I was taught in Hebrew school to learn from our past. So everybody is Jeff Eichen with Weeds Day. We have a few more minutes on the line here. Let's do a silent prayer for all of those people that we have lost in war, in the drug war, and in prison. There's so many people that have died in prison while being elders and not being well, because the prisons don't really care. It's a really unusual place and time to or it's an unusual place in the machine that I've chosen to work in. And I want to bring all the prisoners home in my lifetime. So that's one of my t-shirts also. It says in my lifetime. So in your lifetime, what is your legacy? What do you want to do to help to end prohibition, everybody? How do you want to be seen as helping global warming? We have Noah Israel, who I took to NOCO Expo, and that was super incredible that Noah Israel is now spraying hempcrete domes. Let's see if I can find his video here. If I can find Noah's video, we'll show you Noah's video and blow your head open about Noah's video. Let's see. 3D. Let's see if we can find Noah's 3DSD. I know that's what I called it, but let's see. So let's go. Technology is boring sometimes, but it's really important to use it responsibly. Like AI, use it responsibly, everybody. So I've got Noah's video here. Let's open that in. Um, let's go here and go boom. We're going to open up Noah's video at the top of our show, episode 324, everybody. Okay, so here we go. We're going to play Noah's video for y'all. Commission here, but I'm right here, everybody, for you. Let's see if I can bring me on here. You know, it's up to us to make a better day, to make a better world. We are the world. We are the children. Let's make a better day, and let's start giving. Giving to the power that is joy, and that we remember the new peace sign is weed. So we used to say 3, 2, 1, but it's not F schedule 1 anymore. It's not F schedule 3. We're hopefully F schedule 3 is going to help to end prohibition once and for all. It's been a pleasure being with you all today, episode 324. Can you imagine? And we're already in the 26th year of this century. We're a quarter past a full century. I mean, Dick Van Dyke is 101, I think, this year. And he's still kicking. I bet you he can jump up off the ground. So everybody keep an eye on me. And the news to come is every week I'll be here on Weeds Day. It's been a pleasure. And I'm looking forward to working with Freedom Grow, Last Prisoner Project, and 40 Tons to End Prohibition with our concert Relief Aid. So everybody, don't forget, you're welcome to go to relief-foundation.net. Okay? And help us with the concert. If you know a producer, we're looking for one. We're ready to go. So peace out. And we're looking for you, Joan Baez. We're looking for you, Bruce Springsteen. We're looking for you, Willie and Snoop and Melissa Etheridge and all the rest to do this incredible freedom concert. Peace out, everybody. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful episode and day in the life. Love you all. Peace out.